The Ghost DC-9. A passenger jet lands carrying 5.5 tons of cocaine. Street value, hundreds of millions of dollars. But investigators weren't asking about the drugs. They wanted to know something else. Who actually owned the plane? And why did the trail lead through shell companies, fake registrations, and a mystery that still isn't fully explained? April 10, 2006. A McDonnell Douglas DC-9 departed Venezuela. On paper, it looked like a normal aircraft. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious, just another passenger jet flying through international airspace. But investigators would later discover something shocking. The aircraft wasn't carrying passengers, it was carrying cocaine. A lot of cocaine. When Mexican authorities intercepted the aircraft in Ciudad del Carmen, they discovered approximately 5.5 tons of cocaine packed inside more than 100 identical suitcases. According to the DEA, it was one of the largest drug seizures in Mexican history. The discovery stunned investigators. But the drugs weren't the strangest part. The airplane itself became the mystery. Who owned it? Where did it come from? And who was powerful enough to move that much cocaine using a commercial jet? Investigators began tracing the aircraft's history. What they found was a maze. Shell companies, paper ownership changes, confusing registrations, records that seemed to lead nowhere. The deeper investigators looked, the stranger it became. The aircraft had reportedly changed hands multiple times. Ownership records appeared to jump between companies. Some investigators and journalists questioned whether the listed owners were simply fronts for someone else. The trail became so confusing that years later, people were still debating who actually controlled the aircraft. Meanwhile, another strange detail emerged. Authorities also detained individuals connected to a business jet that had landed nearby around the same time. The timing raised questions. Were the two aircraft connected? Was someone coordinating the operation from the ground? Or was it all coincidence? No matter where investigators looked, the story kept getting bigger, because moving 5.5 tons of cocaine isn't a street-level operation. It's not even a cartel lieutenant operation. It requires logistics, money, aircraft, international contacts, and protection. Lots of protection. Years later, the DC-9 remains one of the most infamous drug smuggling aircraft ever seized, not because of the cocaine, but because nobody has ever fully explained who was behind the entire operation. And that question still haunts investigators today. Who was really sitting at the top? Think about it. A passenger jet loaded with enough cocaine to flood cities across multiple countries. Yet the people truly financing the operation were never clearly identified publicly. So if investigators found the plane, did they ever find the people behind it? The cocaine was seized. The aircraft was seized.